Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And when last we left off we came face to face with Gabrannos. Unfortunately, Gabrannos was little more than a hollow vessel intent on our destruction. And it was clear that Gabrannos had at some point started conducting horrible experiments on people. Why? We don't know, and will likely never know. Because all of his tomes have long since rotted away, and the tablet that Kana was looking for was little more than a shattered remnant on a dusty old table. Kana lost hope.
I'm here.
Believing that all he'd sought to find was for nothing, and we attempted to console him.
I'd be glad to.
Following
I
your
think there's
lead.
more we can do there, if we have a chat with him.
It's good to be on the road again. A wanderlust is nothing rare in the people of Rauatai, but often I think myself alone in loving the land as much as the sea. What shall we see next, I wonder?
How are you holding up, Kana? All's well, and clear skies ahead. He's not saying anything about Gabrannos, which is interesting. Do you know anything about this place, Kana? Caird Nur is a marvel. An ugly, crumbling marvel, but even so, it's overshadowed by what it sits upon. But the keep itself can tell you much about the Adiran settlement. A very rigid people, I find. So you're being hunted by Beledin Key? So it seems. It's all rather absurd. What harm could I possibly do to them by finding this text? Perhaps they don't like Rauatai? How did this all begin, Kana? I ran into them in Adir, or rather, they sought me out. In Adir, there were many people who had observed the Engwithan ruins of Adirwood, and I spent some time conferring with experts. In the libraries, I found accounts of sites in Ixamital, and it was there I traveled next. But just before that, I found myself approached by a woman in dark robes, who bade me abandon my studies for my own safety. I ignored her, of course, but I began to have the sense after that of being followed. And after that, well, one ambush on the road I could call misfortune. But 3? Who are these people? I thought it only fair to delve into their activities in turn. I found word of a leaden key, but past that it was all ravings and superstitions. I might as well have gone around asking whether someone had ever seen a whale flying through the air. Some might well tell me yes, but the validity of their accounts is questionable. You don't seem worried about this. They haven't had much luck. The last one came up to me at a dig site and slipped on a muddy beam. I tried to catch him, reflex I should think, but he went right over the side and down 100 feet. Not really sure what he had in mind, but I doubt that was it. I doubt it too. I have other questions. Can't mention anything about this because we're not from Rauatai. Well, tell me about yourself, Kana.
What shall I tell? I am Kana Rua, born in the royal city of Tekoa, from which rules the Ranga Nui. There. That is a solemn enough start. I am a lore chanter in the college there, or at least a student of lore and a chanter both.
Interesting thing here. The accent's right, but you don't look like you're from Rauatai. Do I not? He grins crookedly. I take your meaning. My family is from the Deadfire Archipelago, but I've never seen the islands. My parents traveled to Rauatai many years before I was born. They found more opportunity in Rauatai. My mother took to crafting cannons, aspiring pirate that she is, and my father's work with coral caught the eye of someone important, and then the Ranga Nui himself. The rest followed. What would you like to know? What made you leave the college?
I was on the usual path at first. Theology, the traditions, when the Gate of Great Teeth was completed. It was all my father had hoped for, the greatest commission he had ever received. But it was also a sign that Rauatai was changing, looking inward. Meanwhile, I was neck-deep in the writing of a dozen nations, marveling at all the things that lay beyond our borders.
I decided my third degree would be in history, that in studying the Engwithans, I'd be studying all cultures at once. Kana shrugs a shoulder. I suppose I wanted a unifying truth. Like all those symbols and dig sites might be a message for me from the gods, written in a language I loved. What else would you like to know? What is this Gate of Great Teeth? Much as it sounds, a maze of walls, like the teeth of some nautical terror. It sits outside the city, and guards Tekoa from invaders and storms. The storms have always been more trouble. Nuatanri, the angry titans, throwing themselves against Roatai's shores. Invaders I'm not so sure about, but perhaps I'm like the man who, being dry, throws off his rain cloak during a storm. So my mother would have me believe. What else would you like to know? What's a Ranganui? A king, our great king, ruler of all of Roatai. He's led our people well, and he has treated my family very well. My father and he are great friends, as much as one can be friends with a king. What else would you like to know? What about the lore chanters? My eldest brother thinks we spend our days in song, weaving wreaths from flowers, but the truth is far less exciting than that. The college preserves what knowledge our people have gathered. I would have it said that the lore chanters are Roatai, for without them we would have no beginning, no sense of how far we've come. We would forget ourselves with every generation. I'm only a student, yes, but some day I'll return, and tell the keeper what I learned, and she will add my verse to a chant. What else would you like to know? Tell me about Roatai.
Ah, Rauatai. Shall I describe the pearl-white sands, the sapphire waters, the multi-hued tiles of the rooftops, like a mosaic upon the coast? Sorry.
No apology needed. Was there something specific you wanted to know? It sounds like you miss home. Some parts of it. Those silver cliffs, the sea. Those, at least, no one can change. The day I boarded the ship for Adir, the sunrise was gold upon the water, and I nearly leapt overboard and swam for home. Do only Amawa live there? Far from it. The Amawa arrived more recently, and formed a greater number, but others have joined us, so long as they call themselves subjects of the Ranganui. Some of my neighbors are Orlans, for instance. Kana eyes you. They don't like the sea much, I've noticed. I quite enjoy the sea myself. Goes to show, no? Kana grins. Everyone's different. I like that we could add a little detail there. Tell me about the Kingdom of Roatai in general. It's a long journey by ship to the north, past Ixamital and across the sea. We have settled much of the Gulf, and established more recent trading colonies all along the coast. We live as best we can, like anyone else. Our land is plagued with storms, and so we stand together, whatever corner of Roatai we hail from. Otherwise, we'd never survive. Tell me about the city you're from, Tekoa.
Tekoa is doubly famed, a royal city and home to the Coral Harbor. The Ranganui's palace is there, and we've a fleet of royal ships sitting outside the Gate of Great Teeth. Every so often, you'll hear the roar of a cannon being tested.
The finest ships in Roatai, and so the world, are anchored there, and some of our brightest minds toil away at artillery. My mother, for instance. Kana grins brightly. Myself, I have no talent with gunpowder, and yet I started with a gun. How ironic. Tekoa is also home to a lore college, of course, and we get a great many people traveling long distances to speak with the lore keeper, or else hear the chants and peruse the books. At least, that's how it was when I was younger. Things were a little different when I left. How so? You might say the winds are changing. The Bahari, they are traditionalists in a way. The Ranganui's son stands among their number. Talk of the dinner table has changed from how far a fleet Roatai ship might sail to how well defended our borders are, how far we have turned from the old ways. Then talk turns to borrowing Adiran and Valian merchant ships, and things were difficult when I left. There was much arguing among the elders. I trust the king has kept the peace, but I worry sometimes that things have taken a turn for the worse. You aren't a traditionalist? Oh, I'm a regular firebrand. If you ask the other chanters, I don't see why I can't appreciate our traditions and chart a better future, but so goes the debate. Good to keep your thoughts open. Tekoa has a lot of this artillery then. Ruatai has a lot of artillery. We've made great advances with explosives. One of our artillery masters advised on a Godhammer bomb during the Saints' War, actually. In Ruatai itself, our efforts are more modest. Bombards, cannons. We're having some luck with mortars. You might ask my sister if you ever visit Takoa. She captains the Rutawana. She knows far more than I do, and enjoys great fame for it. It may not be very traditional, but even the most strident demagogue won't touch the subject of artillery. They'd lose what support they gathered. I have other questions. Ask all you like. A chanter's purpose lies in the telling of stories. Mostly true stories at that. Let's be on our way. Now, if I talk to you again...
Yes?
Does something else come up?
Yes, my friend?
Nothing else comes up. Okay. Let's be on our way.
I'm here.
Alright, with that done, I'm going to save. And I'm going to try and
I'd be glad to.
put these prisms that we found in these and see what happens. Let's see the results of all this research. That's now active. I don't know what the purpose of it is, but we've done it. Okay, there's another one here. If this zaps all of the entities at the stairs to the 8th level, that'd be great, but I don't think it will. That's got some zappy power. Now we go this way, over to here. I was hoping to be able to talk to Kana more about the stuff with about Gabrannos and the tablet, but perhaps that is a thing for later. Perhaps that's a thing for later. There's a rock. And lastly, the fire. Over here. I do like that you can talk in great depth with your companions. It's a good touch. What did this do? I don't know what this did. It's done something. It's done something, but what?
I'm here.
If I sneak over here now, what's happened? Oh. There's one there. There's something there. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's think about this. Can I deal with this situation? Do I have in the stash another prism? I do not. I do not.
Following your lead.
Okay.
Of course.
What can we do here? What can we do here? I could go here.
Yes.
Aye?
Go here.
Following your lead.
What?
And put you there. And maybe I can do something? But there are so many really, really powerful elementals there. I'm not sure we can take this on. I'll give it a go.
I'm here.
But I think we might have reached the limits of what we can reasonably do. I think we reached the limits. Okay, I want to hit you. You look very tough. Yeah! So if we shoot you, back up. Oh, that dealt very... I don't think I did anything. Okay,
Yes?
let's get a fireball off right now. Right here. Yeah, that did basically nothing. Also, you've been held. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is not good at all. This is not good whatsoever. Okay, the advantage of you being there at least is that soon you'll be in range of that. Do this. And then this. I need you to do this. And you need to shoot him. Okay, the animates are nearly down. That dragon, however, I think is a problem. I think I need to blast you with some magic. Okay, the magic did a not bad job there. You not being able to do anything is not great. Oh, that's a lot of damage we just took. That's a lot of damage. Right. Heal. Here. I need to deal with these now. Not having your shooting is pretty bad. You, by the way, are petrified. Ooh. That should fade soon, though. Yeah, the sound has just given up. The sound has just given up. However, if I do this, and I blast you again with another magic missile. Ah, sound's back now. Or a little bit.
Beyond seek.
Okay, you are now dominated. Fortunately, you've decided to switch to a melee weapon, which works to my benefit. Okay, soon we're going to get some worms to help us. Okay, you're not down yet. Gonna need to do this again. Oh, you're absolutely gonna have to heal. Do some more healing. Like that. And then you're nearly down. You're almost down. I'm going to need... Okay, you're not down yet. You have one more of these. You've barely been hurt, but now there's only this spectre. And you, meanwhile, you can start attacking this. Go.
Beyond.
Okay, you're not down yet. You're dominated for 1.5 more seconds. Also, we can now summon some worms to help us out. Summon them here. Oh, there's a lot of damage being thrown at me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But you're back now. Okay. Start blasting right now. Start blasting. No. Not that weapon. This weapon. Start blasting. Oh, I do not like any of this. But we haven't attracted the attention of all the other really nasty things. You need to... Okay, you're currently stunned. You have one of these left. Do that if you would. That didn't do a lot. But there we go. Okay, do that. You're still stunned. Oh, there's an Earth Blight here now. Okay. Little bad. Little bad. And you did a great job of blasting everything here. You did a great job of dealing with the worms. Unless... Oh no, we didn't get to summon the worms, did we? No, we didn't. You're still going. Okay. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. And into the... Okay. Oh, you're down. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this. We're not going to be able to do this right now. Not unless we target the right opponents. And I feel like we need to be a lot more careful with who we hit. We could maybe do this. I didn't like the fact that all the sound gave up on me. All those spells, they're just fading. Okay.
How may I help?
Okay. Let's move forward.
Following your lead.
Maybe I want to start this battle off. Are all of the... I think all the elementals are gone. I think all the elementals are gone now. That's interesting. Let's start it this time.
I'm here.
With a shot against you. Back up.
Aye?
Fireball here right fireball here as they're getting closer. Like that. Okay, that's fine. That's a lot of damage there. Then we do this again. Like here to get all of you. Do that. Do this. Immediately get this spell off right now. That's another fireball. Nearly done with that animate right there. So you're there. I want you to focus your attacks like this. And then I need you to... blast this here. Yeah, you've been dominated again. For quite a while, but we should be alright, I think. We should be alright. Okay. Think. I need you to do... cast that spell. Then do this, which should probably... do a lot of damage. Okay, the animate has moved closer. I need you to knock down... I don't like you being there, but that done a lot of damage to you. I need to deal more damage to you. You're a problem. You're a big problem. You're a big problem. Okay. I don't know that we can do this, but I'm going to try my best. I am going to try my best. So that has buffed all of our abilities. You still have some spells that you can cast. Right, you're pretty weak now. If I can get you here, like that. And you do a little bit of healing here. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, you're gone! That's very good.
What?
Yeah, you being
Following your
so
lead.
badly hurt, not awesome. Okay, animate next. You do that. Oh, you are also mind-controlled, it would seem.
What?
That's not great. Out of all of these, I think the next one I want to blast a lot is this animate. This animate going down will help us a lot. You are 3.1 seconds. That's fine.
Following your lead.
You're nearly ready. You're nearly ready. Okay, do this now. There we go. And oh no, you are very weak. You are very weak now. I need you to buff. Oh, heal you now. Is that actually hurting you at the moment? It might be. Okay, back up. Do this. That's helped you out. Okay. Now I need you to blast here.
Yes.
Think, Kiko. Next, the Spectre needs to perish. You need to summon these here. No.
I'm here.
Switch to the gun. Okay. You're there. I need all of you to do this. Start blasting that. So you're okay for the moment. You're back now.
Yes.
This is going a lot better. This is going a lot better. Move over to here. Activate this on you. That'll deal some damage to you.
Yes.
Next foe to take out is the animate.
Following your
You
lead.
do this.
What?
And you just hold the fort, as it were. Because soon there's only going to be a few of you left. There we go. One down. Now you. The animate is almost out. I need you to start shooting there.
Yes.
You to do this. You join in as well.
That's not very helpful.
And then this here. Okay, you're gone now. Okay. Oh, no, you're moving. Stay there.
Yes.
Stay there. Get a shot off. And then
Yes.
you keep shooting. Oh, yeah. Summon more of these, please. Right here. There we are. Blast you. I think we've got this now. I think we've got this. I think we've got it.
Following your
This was close, but a few more shots, and there we go. Whew, that was difficult. And there's still one more enemy to go. And they're over here. But
I'm here.
I think we can
here.
deal with them. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here, including an Engwithan shield. Engwithans are legendary for their architecture and magical abilities, but their metal craft leaves much to be desired. This bronze shield is beautiful, but heavy and slow. So over here we have just you. Okay, that's fine. Boom. Back up. Okay, have at thee. Oh, you're stunned. Okay, have at thee. Disabled defender, have at thee.
Aye?
Move forward. Start shooting.
Yes.
How may I help?
Wait. Go back. I need you
Yes?
to do this. You charge
I'm
forward.
here.
You do that. One of you should be
Following
fine.
your
Oh, you have been petrified. Okay.
I'm here.
You'll probably get better. Right? Right? How long does this last for? A long time.
following your
Luckily... Okay, let's knock you down, if we can. There we go! One shot, and you're taken care of. With that, we can loot you. Okay, the game still counts us as being in combat. Probably because you were... Yeah, because you were petrified. Grab that. Grab these Engwithan shields, binding copper. These tight cores of gleaming copper are typically found in conjunction with Ardra, where they affect peculiar changes. Interesting. We're not done here yet, though. There's one more little thing that we can do. Amazingly, I thought we couldn't deal with this encounter, but turns out we could deal with this encounter. So what is here apart from this? And likely the way... Ooh, there's something here we can loot. A turban and a fine hide armor. Also, our inventory is completely full. Put that there, and this, and that, and that, and that, and also these as well. That, by the way, was done without any potions. One day I'll remember to use those. So in here, we have... Oh, it just opens. And I bet it opens because
I'm here.
we did all the stuff back there with those prisms. I'm going to see if this gives us access to level 8. Do I even want to dare go to level 8? Oh yeah, this gives us access to level 8. Oh, that was tricky. Do I want
here.
to do level 8? I can have a look next time, can't I? I can have a look. Can't hurt. Well, absolutely can hurt, but we have used a lot of our resources. Maybe I use some camping supplies and then rest. And then go down. That seems like a good idea. Worst case scenario, we spend some camping supplies and we can just buy some more later. There might even be some on the next floor. Either way, when we come back, folks, level 8! Past the halfway point in terms of floors. But that was a tricky encounter, and things are only going to get more challenging as we progress further in. They're only going to get more challenging. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.